Bro, you supported Joe Biden. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Destiny's tweet. Bro, you supported Joe Biden. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Destiny's tweet on September 20th. I'll go ahead and throw that up here. This is crazy. I didn't see it. Hassan will never be the target of the current administration because Hassan and other tankies like him, Majority Report people, Brianna Joy Gray, the Vanguard. Vanguard's coming up. We're getting more and more references in this slander.
Hey, we were mentioned before TYT. Hell yeah, bro.
TYT.
Destiny knows who the real home of progressives is.
Dead ass. He says, have no desire to pursue real political power. Bro, you supported Joe Biden. What are you talking about? They just make commentary.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
On the left, that is majority designed to attack other Democrats. People like Hassan play an important role in the current power structure to keep the left weak and divided.
Destiny literally attacks people like Hassan more than people like Hassan attack Destiny.
I don't know how to counter that. I don't know if I need like a super hits of how many times. I feel like you could put one of those what's like one of the wacky like montage songs, like classical music montage wacky songs of like Hassan calling me sex pestity, molestity, epstiny, like over and 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 over. Not the Benny Hill one.
So unless you're the only one who's allowed to make fun of other people in your same on the side of the aisle that you occupy, that's fucking ridiculous. Just
it's so boring. Like, why can't anybody have a real conversation? Like, oh, like, do you really think that Destiny, Stephen Bonnell, the guy who's like unhinged on Twitter 99% of the time, that guy would be stupid enough to make the argument, oh, guys, we shouldn't make fun of each other? Like, come on, you can't even believe this argument. It's so cringe and stupid. It's so fucking lame how obsessed these fucking losers are with fabricating reality for their audiences. You understand that, like, what they're doing is intentional. One is to make a caricature out of me so that I'm completely incapable of either being taken seriously or ever being engaged with. And then two, they refuse to ever actually engage with me because they can't have that illusion shattered. One of the most annoying things is when idiots like this build up these delusional caricatures of me, is it also, like, it thickens the wall between us. It makes it impossible for us to ever engage because they can't do it now. Because if they were to show their audience, like, a conversation with me, it would be all over. The entire illusion would collapse.
Divided.
Destiny literally attacks people like Hassan more than people like Hassan attack Destiny.
I have no problem if Hassan wants to criticize any of my fucking positions or takes on anything. He doesn't. He just reads my fucking Kiwi Farms thread and then talks about my kid. That's all he does.
So unless you're the only one who's allowed to make fun of other people in your same, on the side of the aisle that you occupy, that's fucking ridiculous. Just fucking gaslighting everyone, acting like he never criticized other people on the left.
Oh, 100%. He was literally just saying on his stream maybe 10 days or less ago that people like Kyle and Crystal had no home in the Democratic Party and that they needed to fuck off and start their own new party. So that's Brianna Joy Gray, Majority Report, Kyle Kalinske, Crystal Ball, the Vanguard, TYT. Oh, he just doesn't want any competition in his fucking lane. He doesn't want anybody that could actually reach the people he's trying to corrupt with the truth. That's why Destiny's flaming him.
That I'm trying to corrupt. Remember, I'm trying to corrupt people by making them vote Democrat. That's my corruption, by the way.
About this.
Yeah, and he says, you're telling me not to disregard Hassan, while at the same time Hassan is saying that I've aligned with fascists who I've constantly and always been at odds with. Sam Hyde, Fuentes, Trump, stop falling for this bait. It's so stupid. And also it's hilarious that he calls, like, the majority, like, he calls Sam and Emma tankies. Yeah. That's fucking hilarious, bro. That is hilarious. I mean, just
Sam, at this point, I'm sorry. I'm out of patience for Sam. Like, Sam on his own probably isn't, but, like, he co-signs the worst opinions and the worst people on the planet on his fucking show.
Such an obvious smear. This is like when people on Fox News call, like, Obama and Hillary, like, communists or something. Like,
except no, because Obama and Hillary, you guys would want anybody ever.
Fucking white supremacy. He talks them out of it. Yeah, there's plenty of people who do that.
I ever,
Button in the top right corner.
I think they changed the way this.
Button in the top right corner.
I think they changed the way this shit worked.
Okay, got it. All right.
Hey man, before anything, dog, real shit, bro. I appreciate you letting me tap in, man.
No.
Because we don't talk like that, but you know what I'm saying. We've talked a few times behind the scenes and shit, bro. And I reached out and you said run it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's real. You were a real one for that.
Hey, not a problem, man. I know in the spirit of everything that's happened, the man liked debates, and I feel as though you want to discuss some of this stuff because I know you covered our video in regards to Charlie Kirk. So yeah, I stand on a lot of the stuff I say, and I felt like you had some disagreements, so I'm always down for that. I felt like just to keep everything very, very productive, the best way we can do it is that you kind of just lay out some of the stuff that you felt like we did wrong with our video or some of our response. And then from there we can, I can respond to any of that. And then I'll do the same thing in regards to the video you did covering us. For everyone watching at home, let me know if you guys can hear me clearly. Just before we kind of get everything popping, let me know if the audio is okay on the mic. If you guys can hear Stevie. Stevie, can you just say a few words?
What up? What's happening? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right. Somebody said turn my mic up, so I'll stand a little bit closer to it. And I think what I could also do over here, so I could probably up the volume. Yeah, listen, I'm gonna just hold it a little bit closer. Let me know if that helps you guys at home. Is the mic better now? All right, cool. I'm gonna just hold it like this. Fuck it. Stand up. So, Steve, before we even start, is there anything you want to say before we get popping?
No, not right this moment to you, man. But I know people are probably expecting some viral, goddamn heated shit that's going on, and when we try to minimize or just bring up the comparison between Charlie Kirk and everything.
Welcome back. Today's CD pick is 10,000 Days by Tool. Let's dive right in. When my dad played Tool albums in the car, I never liked it much, but throughout the years, they began to grow on me, and this is their first album I really started to get into. Released in 2006, 10,000 Days was received overall very positively, selling 500,000 copies in its first week and becoming a certified platinum record in multiple countries. Like many of Tool's previous albums, 10,000 Days delves deep into topics such as spirituality and existentialism throughout its runtime, but this album is unique in that it also taps into personal grief and loss due to the passing of lead vocalist Maynard James Keenan's mother. The very name of the album, 10,000 Days, is a tribute to Keenan's mother, who lived for 27 years after being paralyzed by a stroke. Keenan admired his mother's spiritual conviction in the face of physical suffering, and you can feel those emotions poured into this album. Maynard Keenan's vocals, along with Adam Jones's riffs, Justin Chancellor's deep bass, and Danny Carey's superb drums all come together to create a heavy, haunting, and beautiful experience. My favorite track is The Pot. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more. Welcome back. Today's CD pick is 10,000 Days.
You need to see
Effective
this.
immediately, the FDA will be notifying physicians that the use of let's see how we say that. Acetaminophen.
Oh my God.
Acetaminophen. Is that okay? Which is basically commonly known as Tylenol, during pregnancy can be associated with a very increased risk of autism. So taking Tylenol is not good. All right, I'll say it. It's not good.
Hey, I'm Ethan. I'm a pharmacist who actually knows how to say acetaminophen, which if you are taking medical advice from someone who doesn't even know how to say the medication that they are making claims about, that is very concerning. As I've talked about before in a previous video, there is no link to Tylenol causing autism. This was done in a large study that disproved a lot of the
The US is going through a concerning period of time due to the freedom of expression. In the US, you're a free woman who has raised your voice in favor of many causes. What are you afraid of at this present moment as an artist and as an American in regards to the US?
It's obviously a very difficult question, only to say that I love my country and but I don't at this time recognize my country, and I think that's. But I've always lived internationally. I've always.
Back in the day before I ever worked at the subway, my parents had an.
I dream of it, amongst the wild threads of history and the myriad of paths. My path saw the Imperium rise.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
A woo-woo. Buddy. Buddy. What's wrong? Hey. Buddy. Arturo. Arturo. I'm over here. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Oh, woo woo! Oh, hi. Is he meowing along to the baby? Are you meowing to the baby? So ridiculous. Ridiculous kitty. A ridiculous kitty. Ugly baby. Ugly baby. A baby! A woo woo! Party. A baby. A turtle. Hey. Ugly's baby. Stinky baby. Stinky baby. I smelly. I smelly. Hey, 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 stop. Hey, hey, stop. You're gonna fall out. Buddy, stop. Hey, stop. Hey, hey. Stop. Hey, stop. 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 Oh my god, you don't listen. You're gonna fall out. Hey! Why can't you behave ever? Hey, what are you doing? Stop it. Get help. Get help. Get some help. Almost killed me with a light. He grabbed it and smacked me with the face with it. He grabbed it, he just smacked me with it. He like, it fell like. What?
You deserved it.
No, you deserve it.
You know.
Yes.
So that's why you did it to you.
Yes, you didn't even invite me for dinner.
You told me several times you didn't want dinner.
Uh-huh.
No, I'm not inviting you.
Fine, I want to invite you to watch the fucking alien show then.
Tomorrow, not today.
Today. The 23rd.
Tomorrow's the 23rd, you retard.
Mom took Tylenol if she was pregnant with you.
They don't have autism. And also, have you heard that stupid ass Trump debate about it? Well, he doesn't even, first off, he doesn't even know how to pronounce it. And second off, he goes, a woman will have to take a Tylenol. Bitch, what do you mean a Tylenol? The fuck?
So they're a little less autistic.
They'll just have to tough out their fevers. Bitch, no. No, if I have fever while I'm pregnant, I'm fucking taking Tylenol. It ain't gonna be no one Tylenol. The fuck is that bullshit?
I mean, you're not allowed to take too much Tylenol. It's bad for your liver.
I'm being slick. But it's 2 pills. Who the fuck takes a Tylenol?
It doesn't cause autism.
I already know that. I'm just saying. He's trying to tell people, oh, you know, like the Advil and the ibuprofen. Okay, nobody puts the in front of Advil or ibuprofen. Second off, do they just expect women to just have fevers while they're pregnant? Because that's even more fucking dangerous.
Yeah, and pain. You know what? Don't take Tylenol. Take Advil. I can't wait till he says that.
He already said you can't take Advil. He's like, yeah, it's apparently Tylenol's dangerous, like the ibuprofen and the Advil.
Advil.
Yes, he said the in front of that.
Oh, Advil is bad for pregnancy. You're not allowed to take it.
I know. You're not supposed to be taking anything except Tylenol when you're pregnant.
You know what? Yeah, and some babies have died of whooping cough apparently.
Yeah, that's
CPAP or whatever.
You already got the
Oh, I know, but some babies are starting to die of CPAP, I think. Measles is making a comeback.
Measles, he gets the measles one in December. It's measles, mumps, and rubella, but I think there's like 2 kids and like 5 adults who recently have died of measles.
Buddy, you're gonna be retarded if you take that needle back.
And then somebody in that Facebook group, first off, Trump is trying to say not to get the measles, mumps, and rubella is all one shot. It's a combination shot. And they found that it works better when you just give it all at once, right?
That's what this is.
I thought that was like a big old shot of like.
It's like all of them, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was like everything.
Including I think it also includes Hep B, Hep C, Hep B, Hep A, and all that other shit. My doctor actually said that it's very rare to see people walk in with the type of Hep B, Hep vaccines that I have, because people don't take them anymore. Some of them aren't as regulated.
It was probably easier for your parents, especially if they were more out in the country.
No, the fucking, even my dumbass parents know that vaccines are a good thing.
Well, I think it's probably easier for them, especially if they were out in the country, just for you to get all your vaccines done at once.
And it's a better vaccine. Like anyone around the world will tell you, like this vaccine, everyone around the world does. Like we're the only ones that don't.
Carlos has it too.
Yeah, it's not just my country. It's like literally, and it's cheap.
Well, that's why I was like, it's probably easier too. You give it to the baby once, and then they have all their vaccines. You don't have to keep coming back to the hospital. Like for most of his, I've had to keep going.
I think there's boosters. There are boosters that you have to take, but like it's like one shot instead of like 40.
Yeah. Technically, I had to take because you know that vaccines run out. Like they only.
Yours do.
Yeah, I know that the ones that I got when I was a kid, when I was a baby, they like they could test your blood and see which ones are still active, and they did that to me like 5-6 years, maybe longer. Maybe it had to have been.
I'm pretty sure if I go to sell my blood, like if I go to like a blood place, I'm pretty sure because of the type of vaccination I have, they'll pay me a little bit more.
I just know I've had to, like maybe 10 years ago, maybe, they tested my blood to see which vaccines were still active, and the only one that I had to retake at the time was the MMR. And so I know that I'm still updated on my MMR. Some of the others might have, like, expired or whatever in my blood, but for the most part, they last, like, 20 years, but you're still supposed to go back and get, like, the booster shots and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And also, like, all these people sitting here saying don't take these vaccines, they're all fucking vaccinated.
Or retarded.
Like, Trump saying, oh, you should spread them out. Bitch, like, you didn't get yours spread out. Like, why would you do these to other people? And then I've sat here and been like, what is the point of having of the government trying to make our population sicker? What does that do to government?
It's faith-based healing. It's not even making us sicker. It's like faith healing. It's like people think that God will protect you, or if you're something. But like with that same frame of thought, like God wanted your kid to be autistic, you know? That you're messing with God by not taking.
But also, God created doctors and vaccines, and He didn't want you.
Yeah, but the doctors that we have are all devil worshippers, and they touch children. Like you think? See, I know how ridiculous that sounds, but like that's the argument.
I'm just sitting here and I'm like, if God can heal people. Don't you think that He put doctors on this earth to help us heal? Like, do you not think that He gave these scientists the ability?
No, that Satan put them on this earth to give your kid autism. The polio vaccine, apparently the polio vaccine is not a real thing. I just don't think people remember polio.
They don't remember measles either. That's the fucking problem. Because these diseases were essentially eradicated.
Eradicated?
Eradicated, meaning that they, for the most part, even in the United States, they no longer existed. Or we were getting like less than 100 cases for the entire United States for the year, which basically means it's almost non-existent when you think about diseases, right? So polio, measles, all of that was essentially, like there was literally almost 0 cases in the United States. So no, most of the people do not remember.
How come when the polio vaccine came out, everyone celebrated? How come there wasn't fucking retards out on the street? It's gonna give your kid AIDS.
So apparently when the Spanish flu.
That's not the polio vaccine.
But when the Spanish flu was going around,
It had to be government mandated.
It had to be government mandated because people started going around being like, "Oh, the vaccine's gonna kill you," and they had to be like, "Do you not see that this flu is killing like thousands of people? Like we cannot handle."
Yeah, it's God's will.
And I'm like, I think that was the first time the Spanish flu was when people started collecting vaccines. And like every time before that, when they made the vaccine, people celebrated because they no longer had to die of a disease.
You're getting your vaccines. I hope they don't vaccinate people. I hope they start eating raw milk and fucking all this other shit they want to do, and they start dying off this year. Okay, that's what's gonna end up happening.
I mean, we already saw what it happened with COVID. The amount of people that died from COVID because nobody wanted.
And not enough apparently. You know what? The issue is we cared too much and we kept too many old people alive. What we should have done, and this would directly have affected the fucking 2024 election. We should have just let them all die. We shouldn't have made it mandatory. We should have been like, it's free for whoever wants it. If you want to go outside, we don't recommend it. If you're a business, you're liable for any employee that is physically injured or hurt.
You still have to pay the employees that choose to stay home.
Yeah. If you choose to keep people working, then you are liable as a company. Your insurance is liable for all of their health fucks. And and you could run the country however the fuck you want. If you wanna force people to go to work, there's consequences to it, right? If your grandma shows up to the hospital dying of COVID and she didn't take the vaccine, you don't get a respirator.
But you're one of the last people to get arrested.
No, you just don't get one. Sorry, there's too many people that need it, and you made a choice. You're an adult, right? A free body and mind, unless you're like a senile old person who doesn't know better, right?
Well, isn't that what most old people are gonna start claiming? Is that they didn't know anything?
Well, how many people are like your grandma who are gonna keep driving? Oh, not your grandma, or I don't know if you're good, but like I know my buddy's grandma. She kept driving him past the point where like the doctor told her to stop, and like she'd memorize like the fucking vision chart. You'd have to go in so you could memorize it so you could pass the test. Because you couldn't see.
I personally only know one old person that shouldn't have been driving anymore. Every other old person that I knew gave up their license completely after a certain point. I'm very proud of the old people I knew that gave up their license because I remember when my grandma gave up her license, we didn't think that she needed to at the time, but she believed she needed to, so she gave up her license, and how hard it was for her afterwards because she absolutely know that she couldn't go do anything that's on her own anymore. It really took down her self-esteem. But the other person I know that should have given up their license, that was told by their grandkids, you should give up your license, Grandma. You cannot drive. Literally had she ran over a fucking curb and stuff. Like I think she ran into another car and some other stuff. And she's like, she just kept doing this crazy ass shit. And you knew she had undiagnosed dementia because her kids didn't want to take her to the doctor to go get diagnosed. No matter how much the grandkids sat there and was like, there is something wrong with Grandma. Can you, take her to the doctor, please? And the kids kept sitting there going, nah, Grandma's fine. No, Grandma's not okay. Also, why are you still letting Grandma drive? She's already ran over several curbs. She can't see. She doesn't even know where she's at half the time. The kids were like, nah, we're not gonna take away her license. That would be unnecessarily cruel to do to her. Finally, they take her to the doctor for a regular checkup. The doctor's like, yo, she's got dementia. And then the doctor reported it to the fucking DMV. And the DMV revoked her license for having dementia.
Yeah, the doctors can do that now.
Doctors have to because they know their patients are going through. So the fact that it had to go all the way from a
How many people do you think milk it though? Because I know many people that did they milked it. They shouldn't have had their licenses as late as they had it. These are people who couldn't move right, who couldn't see, cataracts and shit.
Well, that's why I brought up the one with dementia. Why was she still driving around? This old ass lady.
And who gives her the choice? People give them the choice is the issue. It's you're not supposed to have, I don't know. I just saw my friend's grandma do all she could to keep her license, and this is a lady who couldn't even walk. much less like turn to the left just to see the fucking mirror on the side. Like I don't even know how. Like she was just driving blind. I'm assuming. Like
she was just driving from memory. She knew where to turn on streets, so she would turn on those streets. Oh, I know I gotta turn right in like this distance to get to the store. And then probably she went to the doctor's at the store, probably, right?
I think she hung out with her friends. Like she had friends she'd go see, and she'd give her friends rides to places to their doctor's appointment.
Oh my god.
She also, when I'd come over, she'd be like, "You're not being fed. Tell him we're not feeding him."
Was it because she did that with everyone, or was it you specifically?
I never got an answer to that. But she warmed up after a while. Eventually she'd buy us pizza, but like when I first started going over there, I was tell him we're not gonna feed him.
Because I have heard of people being that way. Like when you go over to their house, they'll be like dinner time, and they'll feed their own kid and make the guest wait up in the bedroom. And I always thought that was insane. What do you mean you're not feeding every single person in the household? It doesn't matter if that's your kid's friend. Fucking feed them. But I've heard that it's actually really common. So that's why I'm like, is she one of those people who doesn't feed guests? Or did she not like you because you're brown?
I don't know. Listen, people treated me weird when I was young. It took me being an adult to see how weird people would treat me. And to this day, I don't know if it's racism or if it's like... Maybe I was just a kid and I didn't see the situation. Maybe they were just broke, you know? That's also a thing, right?
Well, that's why I was like, I've heard of a lot of people feeding their own kids and not like their kids' guests and stuff. I've heard that's extremely common. I think it's fucking weird, but I've heard it's common. So I'm like, it could be a situation like that where she doesn't feed anyone who comes over to her house.
I just know it's some fucking lack of manners shit.
But it's apparently a super common thing not to feed guests, and I thought that was super weird because I just figured anyone who comes into the house would feed.
Mind you, my mom was the kind of person who never let me leave the house without any money because she wanted me to pay for it. So it's not like I was asking them for food, right?
Right.
Like if we bought a pizza, I had money for the pizza. Like it's not like I needed them to feed me. It's just odd that they went out of their way to be like, we're not gonna feed you. I just can't imagine doing that as an adult now and doing that to a child, you know?
No, if a child ever
or even if I did, I can't imagine myself going up to that child and letting him know to his face.
If little Arturo ever invites over a friend, we're feeding whoever comes into the house. That's just the correct thing to do.
I mean, that's not even like a strong take. That's just like, I just assume that's just like normal shit.
No, not everyone does that.
Dude, I wish I could go back to certain adults and be like, dude, what the fuck? Like, maybe I wasn't old enough to understand, but I understand now, and I can beat your ass, probably.
A large sandstorm is approaching.
Listen, I can't do... I'm afraid when he's older and I have to deal with other parents, because I'm fucking mouthy.
Do you think other parents are gonna have... What do you think other parents are gonna like...
I just remember how parents acted. I just remember what they'd say, like, in public, or like even in fucking sporting events. The parents would get a little too fucking aggro, or get a little too fucking mouthy. And like, I know myself. I'm gonna say something back. And I know what I say is gonna be hurtful, because it usually is. Like, I have a gift. It's not a good one, but it's a gift.
Making people feel like shit? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really good at that. And I can't... I know you're okay with it, but other people aren't gonna be.
He's like, you're gonna raise me to be tough.
People are gonna try to bully you, and then I'm gonna bully their parents.
See, he's gonna be, as you can tell, he's gonna be a little white kid. So I don't think, and I don't mean this in a like any mean way or anything. I do think he's gonna be treated differently than you were.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, but When people find out he's a happy, and maybe not. Maybe not. I think you're holding on to this illusion that, like, the racism for him won't be as bad or worse. Some people believe he's an abomination. Charlie Kirk didn't think interracial babies should be a thing.
There's a lot of people who believe that, unfortunately, and I do know that that's a thing that people believe, and it is something that I worry about that he's gonna have to deal with. I'm hoping, and this is a hope, that it's not like a good thing. It's not like I'm proud of this, but I'm hoping that people don't realize it right away. They're gonna look at him, see a little white kid. At least, like, their first thoughts of him. It's not gonna be like, he's not as, like, noticeably different. And it's not like a good thing or a bad thing, it's just...
They're gonna see me.
They're gonna, yes.
And he's gonna get features like me. And also, he's not allowed to talk shit.
What do you mean?
There's gonna come a time where he might think he's white passing, and he's gonna get a rude awakening from his dear old dad. You're not white passing.
We're talking about you. We still love you, no matter what.
I love you, but
I'm just hoping that it's not something that he has to deal with. I know that there's gonna be situations and moments, especially when they hear his name, and they're gonna know that he's a mixed child. He's not some white kid, and especially depending on how America turns out for the next, few years, how it's gonna go, right? Because hopefully all this shit ends in 3 years. I don't know what's gonna happen, right? Hopefully in like 8 years we're not as fucking racist as we are now.
it's either gonna go one way or the other. I think it's either gonna get way worse, or people are gonna be like, yeah.
But it's gonna go one way or the other. So right now, like maybe in 8 years we don't have to worry too much about it. Maybe all these old people die off of racism, kind of not 100% because that's probably never gonna happen. But most of the racism dies off with all these old boomers, right? Like that would be fucking nice. Or our country's just gonna get worse, and we're gonna have to leave for the safety of our tribe. Because yeah, there's a lot of people out there in this day and age right now who think he shouldn't exist. Who are gonna sit there.
The worst part is they're gonna try to convince you that you did something wrong.
I'm gonna say they're gonna tell me I'm some sort of race traitor, that I shouldn't have ever done anything. I shouldn't have had
And then the people around in your life are gonna be like, yo, you made a decision and it's fucked up, and you have to deal with the consequences of your decision. And at the end of the day, that is a consequence of our decision, and that is not wrong. That is not bad. It's not something we should be in jail or like
imprisoned or killed for.
I have no idea. If you think your white baby has more of a right than like other babies, I think there's something in you as a person that you don't want to acknowledge.
They want to sit here and they want to talk about how they want more babies born, but then as soon as I sit here and I'm like, well, I had a baby, then it's like something. I don't understand what they want and how to. Like he's a baby, he doesn't want a baby. Like he's a healthy child. He's going to add some good to this world that we're in. He has
they're making them literally for you. You want some grape juice? Hey, that's not for you. Don't let him chew the plastic. I mean the metal. Nom.
He put it to the part of his mouth.
You see me drink? Oh, so. Buddy, that's not for you. That's not for a baby. God, can you imagine him on even just a sip of that shit? Ever. He's like, I can't speed. Just start running immediately. Fuck walking.
He had eggs at the babysitter's house today.
He had eggs?
He had eggs.
Is he finally digesting eggs correctly?
So she didn't make her eggs with milk like I do.
It's not the milk in the eggs that he had under it. It's just eggs. Some babies when they're born apparently can't process eggs. But it's not like they're all gonna be allergic forever. It just their stomach isn't like developed.
So he used to process the eggs.
Has he pooped?
He had 3 tiny little nuggets in his.
Did you see any rashes or anything? Oh, he might be able to have eggs now.
But she said that he was staring at her while she ate them, and she felt so bad. She gave him a little bit, and she's like, he looked like he wanted it so badly.
He does. Every time I'm eating something, he just looks at me like, "Where's mine?"
Can you not eat my hand, please?
Here, I'm gonna pretend to watch. What happened?
Leave the bottle. Look it up first.
Where's mine? I don't think you're allowed to have it just yet. I think you have to be 1 year old to have this, buddy. Or I think your teeth have to be like ready, or else it'll fuck up your teeth. It's not even that it's bad for you. Oh! You want it! You see his pouty face? Such a pouty face! Tell him not to do that! You're a boy, you're not allowed to have those.
You guys teach me how to process emotions correctly.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah, we're not teaching ourselves that.
Hey, listen, as a boy, when you get when you're a baby, people care about you, and like you get used to it. But like, once you get older, no one cares about your emotions. Your problems get completely eclipsed by other people's problems. And you as a man, your feelings and your emotions take a second seat to everybody else's.
That's not true.
Because that's your role and expectation as a man in this society.
If that was true, then we wouldn't have people like Trump.
It is true. That's why we have people like Trump. With repressed egos and fucking like weird thought beliefs and patterns and fucking The only reason we respect Trump is because his dad was rich. And by proxy, apparently, he's successful because he managed to be rich by the time he was 8. You know what I mean?
Because his parents loaned him $1 million.
Yeah, it's not hard to be successful when your daddy buys you everything, right?
Ow, that's my hand. Ow.
I know a dude I went to a fucking high school with, and his daddy bought him a restaurant, and it failed during COVID. And he's like, I'm tired of these fucking liberals ruining for everything and taking all the handouts. And I'm just like, bro.
Like the whole restaurant is a handout.
Your whole life is a handout. I have more in common with his dad than, like, he does. His dad was an immigrant. Get a butt. Get that butt. Ah. Ah. That. Yeah. You're gonna go to give him the belt when he's older, and he's gonna laugh because he's like, Dad used to play like that with me.
I'm not gonna give him the belt when he's older.
A butt, that's what you say, Dad.
I'm not gonna punish him like that.
That is so bad on his chest.
I've been trying to put cream on it when I can.
Does it not work? Does it ever go down?
It does go down a little bit, but it's been consistently red.
Try to put some of my cream on it. It's a little stronger. Maybe that'll get rid of it.
And then another one, the one on his elbow, I feel really bad about it.
That one, yeah, but that one I feel like he scratched it and he makes work because I've seen him like.
And then I saw this one the other day.
That one comes and goes. I'm not too worried about that one. The one on the shoulder's slowly starting to like go away. This one's the one that consistently stays. And it's also like around his chin, so maybe it's because it keeps rubbing it, or maybe food gets stuck and it's like.
I try to wash off what I can. I try to have him wear clothes when I can, so that he's not rubbing stuff.
I'll show it to you, but that's the only one I've seen that's not like really responding to anything.
And he keeps scratching up the back of his head, but I just clipped his nails. Like, literally this week I clipped his nails. We're gonna go take a bath.
Go wash yourself, beater. Fucking wetback. I just did. I guess that really depends.
I am permitted to trade with those favored by the Landsraad.
Baby.
Weird.
Yeah.
1 or 2?
Huh?
1 or 2?
2. Look at that fatty. Look at that big fatty.
You arguing with people online? Is that real video they put out? Can't be that can't.
I hope Nintendo sues them.
I hope Nintendo sues the fuck out of them. Like hardcore sues the fuck out of them. I cannot believe that's a real fucking video.
What's he doing?
What's your head?
What's he even gonna do with him?
He's gonna drop him immediately. Immediately to the ground.
These aren't food.
That's how he explores things, is with his mouth.
Ah!
I know that there's another video that they put out.
Put out a lot.
That Department of Homeland Security put out, and the artist, I saw his thing, he's basically copyright striking it, being like, I don't care if you're on the left or the right or whatever. He's like, this is not what my music is meant for. He's like, you cannot use my music.
Jack, how many times has Jack White sued him and won, and he still keeps doing it?
What are you talking about? Oh, Daddy, what you talking about?
Yes. I don't know what he's doing.
He's talking to you. Can you hear him? You hear him talking to you?
Yeah, I know, but he was holding onto my hand. Must have. I must have business. I must your hair up. My nipples. My nipples. Yeah? What are you looking at? How do I read this code? Mouth. Delicious foot. Delicious. He went from hands to feet. He's biting the big toe. He's biting. That doesn't hurt biting?
It does, but he doesn't realize he's doing
Why are you so crazy? That's not food. I'm not.
They're going on a walk already.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Hey Shay.
Did you see that one I sent you about the hot loads?
Yes.
I felt so bad sending it.
I don't know. As the days go by and by, hey, listen, if his old wife isn't gonna take his death seriously, like, why should we?
So
You know?
I just.
It's not Disney immediately backpedaled.
Yeah, they're putting Jimmy Kimmel back on.
That's why I keep saying, like, the left kind of did that with Bud Light, and it kind of worked. I mean, the right did it with Bud Light a little bit, but it kind of worked. They've been trying to do it for Disney for years, right?
They've been trying to get. They've been
Yeah,
trying to.
that's what
cancel
I'm saying.
Disney
How many
forever.
people actually voted for Trump? Because I feel like Disney took a fucking hit.
Disney Plus lost, I think, within
$4 billion.
I was about to say within the last so Disney Plus, the actual app, within the last 4 or 5 days, lost. I know of at least 50,000 subscribers, if not more, most likely more. Wait, I'm not ready. But that's just within the last 4 or 5 days. Can you imagine how much revenue that is lost in just a few days?
I mean, the right's been trying to do that. The right can hope to have a boycott that's successful at Disney.
Jimmy Kimmel taken off the air. They almost got their way of canceling.
And Jimmy Kimmel sucks. Like.
He's not. I thought his joke was funny. He didn't even say.
He didn't even say a joke.
The thing
I
was-
don't even think that was a joke, was it?
Because he sat there. He didn't say anything about Charlie Kirk, and that's where people are getting it wrong. He came out. The thing that he's getting canceled for is he basically came out and said that the MAGA Republicans are trying to do everything they can to not accept that the shooter was not some transgender leftist. Like they will believe everything except for the fact that he was most likely a far right Republican, like a far right extremist. They don't want to believe that he's on the right at all. And he basically made a joke about that. But
I'm pretty sure if he'd have sued Disney, I think he is suing Disney. I'm pretty sure if he'd have sued.
other thing that he said is he showed a clip of Donald Trump essentially, basically a reporter came and said, "Hey Donald Trump, how are you?" Give me the big now. Hey, how are you feeling?
I mean, are you ready?
Yeah. How are you feeling since Charlie Kirk's death? Right? And this is a clip.
He's like, yeah, I saw. He's like, great. Let's talk about the ballroom now.
That yes, and Jimmy Kimmel was like, "Oh yes, Trump is in the 4th stage of grief called construction."
Did you see any videos from the fucking vigil they had?
I saw that Erica Kirk came out to literally pyrotechnics going off on stage.
Oh, and she was crying on sync to the music.
Really?
Oh, you didn't actually
I didn't
watch
actually
it.
watch it.
Oh
no.
man,
But
they do America the Brave, like an old version of it, and Trump is like, it's a vigil, right, for a guy that died, and he's sitting there like being silly Trump, like and trying to get Erica to be silly with him.
And then the way that Erica and Trump hugged each other, I've seen all the videos of them, like photos of them hugging each other. So fucking awkward. Like, what is this? What is this? Is she trying to date Trump next? Ew.
No, he's supposed to be fatherly.
Get that out of my mouth. I love you, but yet you're so gross sometimes.
I gotta find. Fuck! I can't believe I didn't send it to you.
Just wiping your nose. You're dirty. You're icky. You're icky, baby. Okay, you gotta be clean enough to go to the doctor's with me tomorrow. Oh no, I basically, from what I've heard about
And
it,
I think he shit out Joe Biden, right?
dude, okay, I did watch the speech when he goes, like, yeah, I know that Mrs. Kirk just came out and said that we should forgive our enemies.
Yeah, she's trying to keep like all serious. He's just like dancing around. Bro.
No, I saw his speech. He basically was like, yeah, I know that Erica Trump just said that Erica Kirk just basically said that we should forgive our enemies, but he's like, yeah, that's where we don't agree. He's like, I fucking hate my enemies. I hate them all.
That's your president. That's your fucking leader right there.
And then he came
Oh wait, did James ever respond?
I'll check, but
I don't think. How do you respond to that?
I wouldn't be surprised if he just blocked the dude. Just like he blocks everyone else in his life. The only people, what I've been noticing lately is like, there's less and less people arguing with him, and I'm pretty sure it's because he's removing them as friends. So that the only people that respond to his posts are people that agree with him. That's why he gets like 2-3 likes on each post, is because it's the people who agree with him.
I'm pretty sure the likes are his dad because they think he's retarded. You think I'm kidding?
I have no clue.
But I think it's more of like, remember when his brother was getting married to that Asian chick?
No.
And he got in trouble because he kept like bringing up Asian conspiracies and how China was taking over.
I don't think I was around for that.
Oh.
I don't think I was around for that.
Ah, sorry. I'm laughing too hard. I'm sorry.
Why does James think that?
I don't know. You said he was fuckable. I've never seen it.
Yeah, he's fuckable up until he opens his mouth. Is what I told you several fucking times. The moment he starts talking, it is a huge fucking turn off.
Oh,
he
man.
absolutely just, the moment he starts talking about anything, you're like, ew, go back to being like,
Go back to Africa? We can't tell him that.
no, like go back to being like silent and mysterious. Like, I don't want to get to know you.
Gross. That's hilarious.
The only reason he's fuckable is because when he's quiet, you're like, oh, here's like a relatively okay looking white dude. It's not like he has anything that's like, it's not like he's a Jason Momoa or anything. He's just an average white boy, and you sit there and you're like, oh, okay, like, not bad looking, you know, and like, before he talks, you're like, oh, he's kind of mysterious. This is interesting. I want to get to know him because, like, mysterious is fuckable. And then he opens your mouth.
He opens your mouth?
He opens his mouth. He opens up his mouth. And you're like, never mind, not fuckable.
Weird. Strange.
Like, you sit there and, like, the moment he opens his mouth, you're like, ew, gross. Like, shut the fuck up. Not fuckable anymore. He literally ruins it for himself. He could have... The thing is, he could have girls who want to fuck him. The only thing is he would just have to change his entire personality.
That's never gonna happen.
Sector weather alert. A large
That would never
sandstorm is
happen.
approaching.
Or he could pretend to be mute, and he might be able to get some girls.
No, because he's still both. He's retarded. He's too retarded. He's just a retard.
I'm just saying, either of those two things are the only way he's gonna get laid at this point. He either has to pretend to be mute and stop posting, right? So the girl doesn't see that he has thoughts like that, or he has to change his entire personality.
Look at that baby. He's my baby. Not yours. Mine. You see a guy just come up to Biggie and smack him? He did. Oh, while you were giving him a bath? Such an ugly baby. I can tell him what he can understand. We're hoping you have work next Monday. I don't know if you checked it.
Well, next Monday I don't have anything, but next Tuesday I do.
How many?
On Tuesday?
That Cuba, they don't have Tylenol because they don't have the money for Tylenol. They have virtually no autism. Okay. Tell me about that one. And there are other parts of the world where they don't have Tylenol, where they don't have autism. That tells you a lot. Let's see. Wife took 0 Tylenol during either pregnancy, both kids on the spectrum. I think, you know what I think it is? You want to, I'm gonna make a stab here. You know what my gut's telling me?
What?
I think Barron Trump is an autistic, and Trump cannot fathom the fact that maybe he might be a little bit on the spectrum. Because I doubt his wife is. She seems like she's like all there, you know. I feel like Trump might be a little fucking autistic, And like, that's one of those like things where you pass down. It's not like
They do say that it's very, very highly. If like a parent has it, it's very common for the child to have
I
it.
just listen to how he fucking talks, and he's very particular about how people hand him things, and he thinks black people are dirty. I just don't know. I think he's autistic, and like part of like him fighting against like he needs it to be Tylenol. He needs it to be. He told that fucking bitch Ivanka not to take any goddamn Tylenol while they were pregnant.
Melania.
Whatever the fuck.
Ivanka's his daughter.
Whatever. Same difference. He'd be fucking her too if he could.
If he could, but Ivanka's
Yeah,
his
yeah.
daughter.
I guarantee you it was an argument he had, and now he's over. Because even RFK wasn't endorsing it. Like he was kind of standing behind him, if you notice.
RFK's the one who came out and like told Trump this.
You know what? Sometimes I sit here and wonder how much it's actually him, and how much is Trump being like, "Hey, listen, you fucking idiot! You're gonna go out there, and you're gonna tell him this, and if you don't, I'm gonna fire you." And because that's a possible fucking thing, right?
Except for RFK is fucking already really stupid.
I know. It just added another layer of stupidity on top of that. And his name is Trump. And now he's like, the Amish don't have autism. By the way, Cuba, the Amish, other parts of the world that we aren't studying are probably not part of our study because they're separate. I mean, we can include Cuba if he wants to ever like open relations. They have a lot of vacation spots that like the U.S. could take advantage of. You know, they have really good doctors.
They do have, from what I've heard, they've had really good doctors.
Hey,
really good healthcare.
maybe the fact that they don't have autism has something to do with their fucking their health and doctors, and not necessarily the fact that they don't have Tylenol. Also, I highly doubt that they don't have acetaminophen.
I'm sure they do.
You know what? I'm gonna Google that. Because Google would know, right, Shay?
Yeah.
How many moms do you think have given birth and relied on this medication and voted for Trump and are still gonna double down on it?
There are so many women. Almost every woman I know that's been pregnant has taken Tylenol at some point during the pregnancy. Whether it was for a headache, a fever, any sort of fucking pain. Tylenol is the only thing.
Bro, yes! There is a...
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there are some Cuban autistics. Just look at Joey Diaz.
There was... Oh,
Isn't fucking Ted Cruz Cuban?
no.
I'm pretty sure he's Cuban. I'm pretty sure... And he's autistic as fuck. Look at him. He's more than autistic. That guy is like 1 gene away from having a flipper.
Born in Canada.
He's of Cuban descent is my fucking point.
I'm trying to look it up. You're right, he is. His dad is Cuban. And immigrated.
Not only is he Cuban, he's also Canadian.
And his mom is Irish and Italian.
He's literally not white by any metric. He's like... He's the most immigrant I've ever met. Hitler would not consider him a person.
He looks weird too.
Yeah, he's like, that's what I'm saying. He's like 1 gene away from being a fish or having a flipper. Or have you seen those kids that get born with a wonky arm? I'm not making fun of it. He just looks like he's 1 gene away from that. I guarantee, dude. I guarantee you.
No offense to like Charlie Kirk or anything, but the way his face was like, his face was very unproportionate. It was very weird. Like if you actually look at the way, like
it looked like he had an underbite face.
Like I don't know what it was, but his whole face.
He had a flat face, and he looked like he had work done on his jaw to fix an underbite or an overbite to work out his chin. Also, if you noticed, his gums were way too big for his teeth.
I did notice that. I noticed that his mouth is too small for his face, and then his gums are too big for his teeth.
Yes. Yes. It
was very oddly proportioned.
I got banned for one of the groups on acting.
Did you?
Because they did a Turning Point USA thing.
Wait, I gotta. Which one? Hold on.
They did a Turning Point USA ad, and this lady commented, and it's like, I was like, hey, leave the kids alone. And this lady got all mad that you left this that like a touch kids and teach them shit and like read to them and drag and all this stuff. I'm like, and I just Googled white sexual assault statistics in the U.S. and it came up with this whole fucking chart how like white people.
Which one did you get banned from? The two at the top are the.
Oh my fucking god.
You just have to delete the whole word. It's kind of a pain in the ass.
Oh. This one.
I'm not even part of that one.
Basically, yeah, I posted that whole statistic, and I'm like statistically, it's you guys doing all this shit. It's just a lack of morals. Like, he said something about your kind. I'm like, well, your kind likes to do this type of shit. Your kind is 60. Did you know? I didn't know this. You know, like 80% of people who have child porn are white males.
I'm not surprised. Not surprised.
Like they outdo everybody by like a metric. It's almost like there's an issue like with white people, men in particular, and raping children.
Well, one of the problems is if you continue. So first off, there's this statistic, and it's not true for everyone, but a lot of the statistic basically says that if you were molested or taken advantage of as a child like that, it is very likely that you do it to children in the future. It doesn't say everyone. It just says that there's a high statistic of it continuing.
I'm just saying with yeah.
Yes. So all of these white men have gotten away for generations of abusing their kids in some way.
In your family, how many times has it gotten just brushed, just under the rug?
Too many fucking times. There's too many people in my family.
How many people you know would brush it under the rug and still be like the left are pedophile?
Most of them, almost all of them. And it's like, no, they all voted Republican. The fuck you talking about?
Do you think Norman voted Republican?
Absolutely, I believe he did.
Do you think he sits there and is like, these fucking illegals are violent?
Absolutely.
You think so?
Absolutely. He was, from everything that I've heard, from what I've heard, him and Beverly are very, very similar. He's just more aggressive about it because
he's a boy.
He was a man who could get away with it. But no, apparently they were very similar, but he was just more aggressive with his thoughts and like, and the things that he did. Just more aggressive in general. But absolutely, he did not believe in like mixing other races or anything like that. He did not believe that. He absolutely just hated everyone for the most part. He also believed in like.
Hey, listen, black people might commit a few crimes, But at least they're not out here fucking kids, alright? And then lying about it. Anyway, that's why I got banned. Apparently that's calling people names.
Oh.
They can't because they blocked me, so it's probably... Do it, hey, join. That's crazy. No, because Carly blocked me. I don't see any of her shit.
I never was blocked. I can show you my block list. And then I can show you.
Because you blocked her. So it's invisible to... Oh, you're right. Oh, they might still be up. No, I guarantee you they deleted them because like the lady like name called me. I'm like, hey, first of all, she slandered me and called me a pedophile. So I was just defending myself. And that's when I got blocked. And what I should have done is I should have started... I keep not posting it just so I don't want to rattle the cages. Charlie Kirk.
So look at this is from 5 years ago, 4 years ago. That's 2020, but it's...
Yeah, she's not... She didn't block you. You can see all of her shit.
Yeah, then you can still see her message. But if I click on her actual profile, it shows me this. Because she's blocked.
Some bitch.
Also, the current profile picture she has up right now that I can see does not make her look good. Look, I can't get any closer than that.
She looks like the what meme? You know what I'm talking about?
I just know that she could take a better photo than that, and I'm like...
You should have blocked her, post that, and then block her again.
I was like, I wanted to see it more up close to be like, to see just how bad it is. But I can't look at it any closer, but I like, look at the small photo.
She's like, what, 70 at this point?
Like 68 maybe?
Assuming she's not lying about her age. To you and everybody else.
No,
And shaving a few years.
No, we used to the last time Karen and I calculated it, we know that she was 10 years younger than Crystal. So we calculated how old Crystal was when she died to how old tomorrow is Beverly's birthday, so she's probably turning...
Do you think part of her is like, she's gonna call and wish me happy birthday?
No, but she's gonna be angry when I don't, but she's not gonna attempt to message me on my birthday. Because that's how she is.
What if she dies?
I haven't decided.
The problem is you can't see any text that comes through, right?
No, I can't. She's not blocked anymore. She hasn't been blocked for almost the entirety of 2020.
I was also very mean to her.
What does that have to do with me?
No, she's not ever gonna go after me directly. There's nothing she can do. What's she gonna do? Be mean? What is it she can really do to me? Realistic.
Nothing anymore.
Huh?
Nothing anymore. At this point, you would think she'd want to be nice.
I mean, like, her thoughts would be like, I could call ICE on him, but odds are, like, if I'm not lying about my legal status, then, like, ICE isn't gonna do anything.
And also, if she does that, does she think that I'm gonna come crawling back to her?
Of course
with
not.
The baby? Because
No, I'm not saying she would do that. It's just,
no,
what can she...
She absolutely would do something like that. Do not underestimate her.
Yeah, but also I think with how mouthy I've been and how open I am, I don't actually think she believes I'm like illegal. I don't think she thinks anything fruitful would come from calling ICE because I'm too integrated.
No, but she's absolutely willing to call it on.
And she has proof. She has. Remember, she got my social. She had proof. She probably did try to call ICE. And she has legitimate proof. I'm not here illegally. So like, I think that's out of the question. Realistically, there's nothing she can do to me. There's nothing she can hold over my head. You know, short of like showing up with a gun, right?
No, the only thing that she would try to do right now is call CPS on it. She would make up reasons, whatever.
And even that is like at the mercy of like
CPS deciding to do something. If they decided we were doing something wrong, they'll always do a CPS, whatever CPS is called. They always do like a checkup visit, just because that's what they technically have to do.
Yeah.
But like 80% of the time, nothing comes of it because either.
I'm not saying that's a good thing, but realistically, like I'm not too worried about CPS coming in and being like, oh, this place is disgusting, or you guys aren't taking care of the baby. We have a few odds and ends here and there, but like for the most part, like he's a very happy baby, and anyone they would ask about him.
He's very well taken care of, very well loved. He's always got food.
If they ask his doctor, what is the doctor gonna say? No, he's fucking healthy, and they're doing everything they can to get rid of his eczema. Like, they bring him to regular doctor's appointments.
Every 2 months, he has a doctor. When he got sick, they brought him to the doctor immediately. He takes all his medication. He's taken all his vaccines.
Unless your mom is like severely retarded, and like I guess that could be a possibility, right?
I think she thinks that she is smarter than she actually is. It's very, like I've told you, it's very much like Trump. Trump thinks he's smarter than he actually is, right? In his brain, his ego says, I'm a very smart man, despite the fact that we all know he's not, right?
Yeah.
No, Beverly sits here and her ego tells her, I am very smart, I am very important. Like that whole, oh, I work with the cops thing, because she's sitting here thinking of her foster care thing. She thinks that she is important. Like, she thinks that her word means more than mine or your words. She thinks that if she makes a phone call to someone, that it'll go her way. Because for the most part in her life...
Yeah, but she called the cops on you, and it didn't go her way. If anything, they kind of vaguely threatened her.
They essentially told both of us, you guys need to leave each other alone.
Yeah, but really, you were going to work, so it's like, really, the warning was for her. Because you were trying to leave the house, and she was impeding you from leaving.
She was impeding me from being able to get ready for work. And they're like, look, they basically told her, like, you need to leave her alone, you need to stay out of her way.
You need to go through the court system?
You need to go through the court system. We cannot remove her from your house. That is not how this works. And I basically sat there and I was like, I know she's telling you guys I don't pay rent, which is just not true. I pay rent every month. I was like, I'm just trying to get to work right now. She is...
Did the cops seem like, oh, I'm sick of this shit as soon as you said that?
Yes.
Did they seem like maybe like you weren't such a bad person after all? Did their guards lower a little bit?
Yes. They seemed very relaxed around me. And they were just like, yeah, we get it. Maybe you should just try to stay out of her way.
And you were like, I'm trying to go to work.
Yes, I was like, I'm literally on my way out of the house. She's just...
being difficult.
Yeah, she's trying to kick me out. And I didn't do anything wrong. Like, she just doesn't like my boyfriend, who she let move in. She let my boyfriend move in, and now she's throwing a fit about it.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they get that a lot. I'm pretty sure they're sick of shit like that. Like, get over it.
She's just trying to take it out on me. I was like, but honestly, I was like, we pay rent. I was like, I've been paying rent for like 2 years.
And they're not really there to check if you pay or not, to be honest. They don't really give a
I was like,
fuck.
I'm not a squatter. She's my mom.
Even if you were, it's not like they could honestly remove you if you're getting mail there.
And I was like, they actually asked me, do you get mail here? Yes, I do. I've been living here for like 2 years. All my mail comes here. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Your mom's a fucking dumb bitch.
They basically told her to stay out of my way.
Yeah, I'm sure your mom liked that.
They told her that she is not allowed to lock me out, which I do believe she tried locking me out that night. And I'm pretty sure she saw on that camera that I was about to call the police on her.
You said, I'm about to call the police.
Yeah. I literally said it out loud because I know.
Oh, the cops will break her lock.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. They'll
That's why as soon as I said that, because I know she was watching the camera, right? Because there's a doorbell camera right next to the front door that has audio. So I specifically said, if she does not answer this door, I will call the cops. Right? Immediately she came open that door, right?
Yeah.
I know she was watching the camera.
Yeah, she did that on purpose. 100%. She saw it go out. She heard the garage door too.
Oh, I just didn't realize it. Yes, you did. You absolutely
Did she think that would have stopped the cop from breaking the lock? Like, realistically? Like, that's what I'm saying. A little part of her knows what she can and can't get away with. It's like, she's gonna punish you for everything.
Because the cops had told her that they cannot lock her out.
My point being, she's gonna punish you, not me. If I do anything to her, the punishment's for you. So,
Because, well, that's why I was like, she's not talk. I think the reason that she's still continuing not to talk to me is because she's mad at you. With all the stuff that you said to her, she's punishing me.
but also, I don't regret any of the stuff I said. She hurt my girlfriend. I did the right thing. Nothing I said was a lie. I didn't sit here and just insult her. Everything I said was a fucking truth. We could have been a family. We could have been a family. We could have all been together.
She could have gotten to be a part of this baby's life.
And she chose not to, and that's why she's alone. Oh, he fell asleep.
I'm still gonna take him on the walk with me. But what's our fucking cat that?
She's like, you guys talk so long. Go on your walk, and we'll keep talking when you come back. So it doesn't get later.
I don't know if she was to like message me on my birthday. I don't think I would respond because I have nothing nice to say to her right now. Unless she was to apologize, the longer it goes on that she doesn't even attempt to call me or text me at any point. Again, she's blocked on Facebook. That doesn't mean she's blocked on my phone. She knows that because the last time she texted me, it turned blue. So she knows she's not blocked. She just chooses to continue to not message me back or anything. Like, this is a conscious choice she is making. And the longer it goes on, just the more angry I am at her. The more she doesn't try to fix it, the more angry I am at her. Because not only did you already do that with whatever you feel, I'm embarrassed. I am embarrassed that she did that to you after promising me. And I should have, you're right, I should have seen it, but I didn't.
I appreciate your feeling towards it, regardless of whatever my feeling is. The fact that you're embarrassed about it, I think, shows your humanity. And you shouldn't be the person embarrassed, because she lied to both of us equally, right?
She told me so many times, hey, you'll be able to deal with, like, you guys both have very large personalities. Are you gonna be able to deal with that, Mom? Because he can get other housing out here. This just gives us the opportunity to save the most money. It's fine. I'll be able to get along with him. We're adults. We're all adults here. Okay, Mom. So it's okay that he moves in. Yeah, it's perfectly fine. You guys can save up for a place. It's fine. And I asked her that so many times. And then it's not even 2 weeks in, and she's giving us that bogus ass I'm kicking you out note because she can't even talk to me as a person. She can't even come to me and talk to me as a person.
Well, you remember the first thing I did when I saw the note. It's fake. It's a fake note. She did, actually, honestly, our mistake was moving out. Even though...
Well, no, the first note...
You were pregnant is the issue, so I was trying to get you away from that environment. Because she was going to keep tracking you, poking and prodding you, and I didn't want her knowing.
Did you already know I was pregnant or something?
I had my suspicions. Like, it had been weeks since you... I don't know. It had been a topic of conversation, and like it was taking a backseat to all the drama with your mom, but like, I had conversations with my mom, and like, I was like,
You were probably sitting there like,
I knew, I just hadn't admitted it to myself, you know? Like,
you're probably sitting there like, Mom, I think she's pregnant. And then you're sitting there like, I think she's having morning sickness. All she's been doing is throwing up.
yeah, that was the giveaway. As soon as I told my mom, she's like, she's not sick. She's just pregnant. I think we was dealing with so much that I didn't take it seriously up until like
Everything had calmed down a little bit.
and we were out of her place. And I'll always hate her for putting my baby in danger like that. Because I guarantee you, she wouldn't have acted. You know what? She would have given you an ultimatum. Get child support from him, and you can keep living here.
I'd rather go just live with him at that point. I'm not gonna go sit.
No, he's a bad person.
But he's not. Like, and I don't know how else to explain. That's why I was getting so mad at her. One of the conversations I have had with her was she was sitting there because sometimes you'd leave the drawers to that little the dresser open a little bit, or you would just leave it open. It's a habit that you have. It drives me crazy. And she was talking about how it was annoying her, and I was like, just close it, leave it open, just close it. I was like, yeah, it is super annoying when he does it. He does it in the bedroom. He's always done this. This is just something he just leaves.
I have ADD. I'm sorry. I have untreated ADD.
I was like, he just leaves cabinets and drawers open. I just go around and close them after him. I was like, yeah. And remember, at this point that I'm having the conversation with her, I'm already pregnant. So things are already a little extra emotional about stuff, right? So I'm sitting there going like, yeah, it's kind of annoying. I just close it after him. She was like, oh, she's like, I was like, I also don't like the way he does laundry. It's not that big of a deal. I just do the laundry. I was like, it makes me feel better. Which I've had a conversation with her. I don't like the way she does my laundry either. Which I've mentioned it to her. And her way of dealing with that was to get angry at me at first and tell me my way of doing laundry is stupid. And I shouldn't be doing it that way.
Yeah, that's totally not autistic at all, right, Shay? That's a totally adult, completely normal and regulated response to have.
Because I just sat here, and the first time I told her, I was like, if you're going to do my laundry, please make sure you do it this way. And she was like, no, that's stupid. Why would I do it that way? Because that's the way I want my laundry to be done. You don't have to do your laundry that way. But if you're going to touch my laundry, this is how I want my laundry done. No, that's stupid. Why would anyone do it that way? I was like, because literally, the shirts tell you to turn them inside out.
No, they don't.
That's exactly what she responded. I was like, you want to bet? And I went to go get shirt. She was like, well, I just won't do your laundry anymore. I was like, that's fine. Please don't do my laundry.
That was the point of the conversation, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. And it was a huge thing. So when I sat there and was like, yeah, I don't really like the way Armstrong does the laundry, so I just do it myself. Or I thank him when he does do it because it's a little bit of work off of my shoulders. Like, I would prefer to do the laundry and have help, like, folding it or whatever, but I was like, it doesn't matter. If he does other things that are helpful, then I'll just do the fucking laundry. It's not that big of a deal.
And the other things that were helpful, she didn't want me to do them, because then that made me look good.
So she's sitting there and she's telling me, well, you're gonna get real tired of this shit really soon. And I was like, and she was like, you're gonna eventually break up with him over this. And I'm like, I'm not gonna break up with him over laundry or open cabinet stuff. Like, that's ridiculous to break up with somebody over fucking laundry. I was like, laundry is not a breakup offense.
I feel like your mom's a lesbian.
No, I think she just, especially the older she... No, I think she's still in love with Pat. And she's mad that Pat didn't come crawling back to her.
Oh, what? Yeah, because she has a great personality.
She does. She honestly to God believes that she has a great personality. She is still in love with Pat and wants him to come home to her. She has mentioned so many times how if Charlotte divorced him, she would open him back up, like let him
Yeah,
move in with
he
her.
doesn't want. If Charlotte divorced him, he'd go live with his brothers.
That's exactly what he'd go do. He wants nothing to do with Beverly.
She probably didn't want anything to do with Beverly before they got married, but he probably didn't see a lot of fucking ways out, and she had money, or at least he thought.
I think he liked her at the beginning because
Impossible. I just don't believe it.
why the fuck would they go get? I don't think he knew her long enough to really sit there and know the real her.
Yeah, that's true.
They met, dated, and married in less than 6 months. So in less than 6 months, he had already married her, moved in with her, and was starting a life with her. So probably by the time that her real personality came out, was probably a year or two into the relationship when she started to bug him about this or that, and he's sitting here like, where was this when we were dating? But you also have to remember, she likes to put on a front for everyone. So when they were dating, all she showed is that she's this great single mother who makes really good money and owns
She probably
her
used to
home.
blow him too.
Probably. Probably talked about how she wanted a family and all this stuff, and just made herself out to be this amazing person. And then they got married, and
And he's like, where's this person? What happened?
probably what happened. It's probably exactly what happened. So no, I think he liked her at the beginning, but I think it was. I honestly believe, and this is just my thoughts. I believe the relationship started to go downhill when they got separated, and I believe that happened because she essentially started to treat him like shit.
Yeah, because I, as a narcissist, I could imagine pregnancy like, it's all about me. Your feelings don't matter. It's about me. You should man up.
And I believe that all the same shit she pulled on me with the foster kid is stuff that she pulled on him. But he had to deal with it for 18 years with her. Oh yeah, you get to just be the good guy. But also, no, you're not allowed to punish the kids. That's my job. No, you can't do this with the kids. That's my job. And all this stuff while making him feel like a horrible parent, also not letting him do anything to parent. So you know how I'm very much like, if you want to do something with the baby, I'm pretty open to letting
But
you.
I mean, we're not even there yet. The baby's so easy. Like, I think we all agree. There's just certain things that babies do. There's nothing we're gonna disagree with. You know?
And then when he starts becoming a toddler or a kid.
And then those are conversations we can have when we get to it. But like for the most part, I'm pretty sure we'll agree. I feel like our morals are aligned enough where like we're not completely in disagreement, right?
That's what I'm assuming. That's what I'm.
That's what I feel. I feel like we know each other long enough where I don't think there's like that.
Where we're gonna sit there and be like, oh, I didn't think you'd actually do that. And we've talked enough about our own punishments that we went through as kids that we're both sitting there like, yeah, we don't agree with that, and we're both willing to find something that would work for us.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I'm sure we'll have shit where it's like, I think he should be this way, and I'll be like, he's a boy, he should be doing this, and even then, I don't see it becoming.
I don't see it becoming to the point where I think it ruins our relationship, but I think, because I remember one time when I was really young, she got really angry, did this whole like punishment to me, and then I was supposed to be up in my room, but my bedroom was right next to the staircase, so I could manage to get out of my room, sit on the top of the staircase, and I heard the two of them arguing, and my dad was basically saying like, I don't think the punishment you did was fair. He's like, I don't think you should have punished her that way. Beverly essentially told him that he has no rights to say anything about any punishment. That he doesn't get a say in any of it. Like, but probably her parents together. And she basically told them, these are my kids. I'm gonna punish them the way that I want. You don't get a fucking say.
Yeah, that's when I divorce you.
And from that moment on, I never heard my dad stick up for my sister or I when it came to any sort of punishments or anything Beverly did. Basically, just took the backseat. Which, yes, I can sit here and say, absolutely wrong with him. He should have been sticking up for it more often when he did not believe that the punishments were correct for what was happening.
I think the biggest issue with your mom. You think you'll ever get to a point where you're like, hey, maybe I'll reach out.
I've thought about it sometimes, but then I'm like,
not yet. I'm saying, do you think you'll ever get to that point?
no, I know. Like, what I was saying is, I've thought about it sometimes because I've sat here and been like, it's been more than a year. The baby's about to be a year old. Like, I just want to know what she thinks, right? But then the other part of me sits here and goes, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with anything she has to say about the baby. I don't want to have to deal with her thinking that she's better than me. I don't want to have to deal with her sitting there and being like, oh, just break up with our girl and move in with me or some bullshit where she's just trying to get, like, my child away from you, right? Your child away from you. I don't want to have to deal with any of that. I don't want to have to deal with her sitting there and being like, well, I did it this way, right? Like, when Charlotte tells me what she did, Charlotte's very respectful about it. I sat there and was like, hey, I was like, I'm gonna have to start like baby proofing the kitchen. He goes into the kitchen and pulls all the drawers open. She was like, oh, when my kids were little, she's like, I baby proofed all of the drawers and cabinets except for one, and then I put a bunch of like baby toys or like McDonald's toys in that one drawer so that every time they opened that drawer, it was for something for them to get into. Because it basically teaches them, like...
Oh, instead of telling you to break up with me, she gave you some solution on how you could resolve an issue in the future?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking... Isn't that fucking crazy? Isn't that wild shit?
Right? And I sat here and I was like, you know, that's actually, like... If I had more cabinet drawers, I could definitely see myself being like, no, I'm just gonna put baby toys in this one. And let the baby, like...
It's almost 11 shit. If you're gonna go on your walk... Go. I think it's too late at this point.
No, it's not too late.
That baby is knocked the fuck out.
Who would even mind going out at midnight? It's not like I'm going out of the complex.
No, but you don't know who's out drunk right now. You know most bad shit happens in your house, right? Statistically. You want me to go with you? It's kind of late.
I mean, I'm lost, but I don't...
Yeah, let me just get this in the house.
Beverly comes back into my life after the baby's already a year old. I'm supposed to listen to any of her dumb advice. I already know how she punishes kids instead of actually fucking listening to kids. So what fucking advice would I actually get from her? When I get advice from Charlotte, it's
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Little baby. Getting so big. I miss burrito baby. I miss burrito baby. Burrito baby. You can still do that. He'll just be angry. You made me mad earlier. What do you mean? What did I say?
Interloper!